Kyle Schwarber of the Cubs. Is this what you were dreaming of, thinking of while you were going through rehab?
You know, I didn't think that I had the opportunity to play, and you know, a lot of credit goes to the training staff with the Cubs, ATI Physical Therapy, who is a big sponsor of the Cubs, and they helped me with my rehab process. My teammates, my family, my girlfriend, everything. You know, it was a really big team effort to get me back because I thought that there was no chance. You know, I just had it in my mind I wanted to get back as soon as I possibly could. And then there was no timetable on that. It was just when would that be?
And you thought it was most likely going to be 2017.
Exactly. I thought it was going to be like the second half, like I'll go play winter ball and then be ready for spring training.
And so walk me through, I'm with Kyle Schwarber of the world champion Chicago Cubs here on the Rich Eisen Show, which I'm sure you know has a nice ring to it right there, Kyle. Walk me through your darkest day, I guess. Walk me through what was a rehab long day where you thought, oh my gosh, what has happened to me here while my teammates are winning baseball games?
Man, so like the first 6 weeks were just miserable. It was whenever the team was home, I'd be at home in our training room, and then whenever the team was on the road, I'd go to ATI Physical Therapy Clinic, and you know, it was just they would make you bend your leg because you have to get the range of motion back, and it just won't go. You know, it feels like it's just stuck there. You're sweating bullets. I made them strap me down to a table so that I couldn't lift my hips, I couldn't move, and I just made them keep pushing until I couldn't take it anymore. And you know, it just wasn't that wasn't the most enjoyable part of rehab. Let's just say that.
So then, when did you first realize that you had a shot here? That you, if the Cubs kept winning, keep on keeping on, you had a shot to make the team in the World Series?
Right before Game 3 of the NLCS, I had my doctor's visit down in Dallas, and we type up questions, and this for me to ask the doctor. And at the end of it, I put World Series with a question mark just to kid around. Mm-hmm. So I get there, doctor starts checking out my knee and everything. He's like, man. He's like, let me see your knee again. And he starts doing it really hard, trying to push it and everything. And he's like, man, your knee's really solid and your quad's really strong. And he's like, I know you guys are working on history right now. So he's like, you know, if you want to maybe pinch hit DH, I'm not going to hold you back. Like, I didn't even have to ask the question. You know, he was like, I'm not clearing you, but I'm not going to hold you back. So I was like, you know, excitement hit me right there. So I texted, you know, Theo, and I was like, hey, can you just give me a call whenever you get a second? And he gave me a call, and he knew about the visit already. And I was like, man, I just want an opportunity. You know, as a competitor, I want an opportunity to try to do something for my teammates, for the organization, you know, because if I didn't try, it would kill me deep down inside knowing that, you know, I didn't try it, at least. Like, there was no guarantees going into Arizona, knowing, like, getting in the fall league and everything. There was no guarantee that I was going to play in the World Series. You know, it was still like a trial. It was the trial, and there was a lot of work behind that, too.
Kyle Schwarber of the Cubs joining me here on the Rich Eisen Show. And I got to know from my own life, Kyle, moments like, you know, wedding, birth of kids, first day of SportsCenter, first day on NFL Network, first day in this chair of this show. You know, it's moments that I've always thought about my whole life, and then I'm living them, right? And it's kind of like out of body. What in the world was it like stepping into that batter's box, Game 1 of the World Series, after you went through everything you've just described for everybody?
It was a little scary. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, nervous, and every kind of, you know, feeling that you would have in a big situation, I was feeling it. But the funny thing was, after the first pitch, I was like, all right, let's go. Like, I'm fine. So then it was just a straight-up battle. I put in a good at-bat, and then I struck out, and I went back and looked at him, like, man, I'm right on it. I feel good. I got 3-2, and he made a good pitch on me. So I felt like I was in a good place from pitch one.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern on Audience.